As I've said a few times lately, I believe the anti-lockdown movement is on the decline. And it's little wonder, they're being starved of their core campaigning material, because the real problem now is that the world is learning to ignore the novel coronavirus. And you think that'd be their dream scenario, but actually it's affecting their core doomsday prophecy trade, isn't it? Any electoral energy that they once might have had or built is being completely co-opted by cynical, brain-dead cliche dealers like the UAP, and the remnants are just disassembling into lone wolf pockets of, the kind of person who's blocked on Facebook by their entire family. So I kind of thought their best moments were past them. And I say that as someone who used to get really excited when I saw their corniest moments. Like, I'd get genuinely pumped to hit the computer and do a video for you about it right away. Did that for years, really. I thought all that was past me. But then they submitted a late stage entry, which I think is a candidate for the cheesiest thing they've ever done. Here it is.
Just a little bit.
We're going to get back to that later. But first, I will talk about spectacle, and you will listen to me. Long-term viewers will be aware that I have, let's face it, pioneered many of the now popular takes on the anti-lockdown movement that everyone else swears they came up with. Don't worry, I'm not bitter, I just sound like I am. Actually, I'm thrilled to have had my thoughts sought out and stolen on this matter. It's very gratifying. I have regularly had my takes stolen from me by various media outlets, particularly, would you believe, and this is true, The Australian. They have ripped my findings and musings on several occasions for their paywalled articles written by their, full-time salaried journalists. The other day, I even got upgraded, I hear, to being called our spies by them. I mean, I'm not. They've never spoken to me even once or even privately credited me or said thanks or anything. So it's interesting. I do sound a bit bitter, don't I? Anyway, my favourite way through which to view the movement came a little early on. My favourite little hot take I did. It's about Guy Debord's Society of the Spectacle. Here it is in short, and this is a hard work to do in short. This is a 1967 Marxist critique of media-saturated consumer culture, I suppose, or like modern life. One of the work's main premises is that we are all being reduced in the way that we understand and interpret events to a series of spectacles. Here's a quote. In societies where modern conditions of production prevail, all of life presents itself as an immense accumulation of spectacles. Everything that was directly lived has moved away into representation. Now, you might all think this is a bit airy-fairy or academic for you, and I get that, fine. But there is, I feel, a profound nugget of truth in all this that lets us articulate something that we otherwise just wave off, as I sometimes do, as being corny or cheesy. Descriptions I often apply to the movement. So be patient with me. Let me amateurishly sketch out the difference between these two, I guess, lived realities. Number one, in a simple way, events occur, say, in life or the news cycle or in the town square gossip mill, and we try to synthesise, however awkwardly, an understanding of the event from all the things we hear and receive. This will still always be subjective by its nature. That is the nature of understanding of events. Pure truth is almost impossible to conceive of. But nevertheless, that's what we do in a more direct life. 2, the society of the spectacle way. Events occur the same, of course, as they do, although we are absolutely partial or exposed to far more of them in a modern media-saturated world. But what happens next in a content and consumerism-saturated modern world is we seek out an abundance of readily available representative media moments to help us navigate and interpret those moments, because that's how we've learned to tap into emotion in a media saturated world. We do it through viral or popular cultural moments. So movies, historical watershed moments, viral clips, then we take from that pool of representation and we mine it all for a spectacle. So the outcome is a stunt or a video or another meme or a corny open letter. That is how we generate a simulation of understanding from events. These conditions occur under advancing capitalism, the modern conditions of production that he mentioned in that earlier quote. In our highly casualised workforce, these conditions are worse than ever for workers, even before the coronavirus hit. But obviously, the pandemic had supercharged this deterioration of people's conditions. Let's get into examples. My single favourite representation of this, which I know you've seen me include for a laugh in videos and articles about the movement before, if you're a long-term loyal viewer, was this moment from an old Millions March event in Sydney.
This is our marker. I said it last time. These events, these are Woodstock. This is the Berlin Wall coming down again, and you are here and you are taking chunks. We are all leaders in this. You were there and you got the T-shirt. Well, you will if you buy one. They're up the back for sale. Just $30. That's right, just $30. If you want to buy a T-shirt up there, then go and grab one. They're nearly sold out. But we're also giving out prizes for the best banner. So hold up your banners right now. Let me have a look.
This guy compares the anti-lockdown movement to either a famous 1969 rock festival or an integral moment in modern political history. Those two aren't interchangeable in any world at all unless you don't fucking know anything about either of them. And if all they are is popular spectacle, which you get to mine to be a corny cunt at will. What to date has been their trope of choice? I mean, there's been a few, but my long-term view is my sweet angels. They know my favourite. They know the best one already. They will probably already have said it to themselves. Braveheart.
And redeem your freedom!
You can take our lives, but you can never take our freedom. Every man dies. Not every man truly lives. You.
In the immortal words of William Wallace, freedom!
Cross the border!
It's easy, actually, to predict this shit if you have Debord's working mind, because it lets you go, okay, we know they try to convey all their significance through corny movie tropes. What's the most applicable, famous corny movie trope, in this case, that has the word freedom in it? Obviously, bam, Mel Gibson. But again, as I said at the start, I thought we were done with all this shit. I thought my days of cringe, woe is me, were all over. The cheese all but devoured, the corn all gobbled up, you know? And then, suddenly, Canberra went to Iwo Jima. care about anything that happened at the Battle of Iwo Jima. I haven't seen any media on this. I point blank refuse to top up my rough old understanding of that battle with even a rudimentary look at the Wikipedia article. I have refused in the preparation of this video to do that. Point blank. Okay? You have seen me research my videos, do intentional research very well before. Well, now you get to bear witness to intentional refusal to do research. Okay? I don't fucking care. You can keep your shooty bang bangs. Thank you. Here's what I do want you to understand. This is footage that exists from the real Battle of Iwo Jima. Okay? No one cares about this. This is boring. Who cares? You know, a fucking flag went up and made some seppos shoot their shooty bang bangs more shooty. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, whatever. I'm sorry if your fucking granddad died there or something. I'm not disrespecting his memory, mate. Don't give me that shit, all right? I'm not weighing on his grave, am I? All right? I'm just saying, yeah, I'm not fucking disinterring his grave, am I? All right? That's not what's happening here. I'm just saying this kind of thing isn't exactly of any interest to me right now. Not for this video, all right? It's not the point. Because it's also nothing to do with what happened in Canberra in the video I showed you at the start. This is a clip from Clint Eastwood's 2006 movie, Flags of Our Fathers, which is a fucking movie by Clint fucking Eastwood about the famous shooty bang bangs. Good. Now, that is what these cunts were mining. Why did they do this? Event, the abortive second attempt at a convoy to Canberra, and the desire to get people to come along there to convince them to return to the failing anti-lockdown movement. Representation, that is the movie, equals spectacle, that is the corny Canberra shit. Okay, why did they do any of this? I tell you, this is the next scene in the movie. They want those... Look at those, how happy those seppos are, okay? They're all juiced up to shoot their little bangy shoots, all right? And these people, as in the cookers, want the happy seppo soldiers to be like you, or their movement. You know, and they want everyone to cheer them on and go, yeah, that was mad. That's going to make me come back to your stupid rally. Okay, now we've established my watertight theory and Debordian critique here. Let's just watch them be corny for a while. Okay, look at this idiot. This could be your fucking grandma, you know? Look at her. Look at what she's doing. Grandma, go back to reading That's Life, Margaret. Fucking hell. They scream in this bit. What's that about? You saw the real footage before. They just put a flag up. Nobody screamed when they put the actual flag up. That's not what happened. They were just putting up a flag. These cunts think they're attacking the sky or something. Here's the thing. Turns out these cunts, they don't understand this photo, this still from the Iwo Jima battle, because I haven't even seen the movie. I understood the event. They're straight up just remembering a cool picture. That is society of the spectacle as fuck, mate. I tell you what.
He's Australian! You wouldn't believe it, he's Australian! I come from halfway around the world, mate! I found him in Canberra!
Okay, now, listen to this speech. This cunt's amazing. He's got to add more spectacle.
This is our foundation stone. It was placed here for us, our city. Remember, we pay their wages. We paid for the ground. We paid for the streets. And we paid for these buildings. And those that have fought for these freedoms, well, their names are remembered in that their memorial. And there's no glory to them unless we take back our freedoms and ensure our children have the same freedoms that we did. So I call on you men to stand up, take back your children's freedom, and make your women proud!
Hey! You've got to top up the spectacle in the scenario, right? Because once you stop the spectacle, you are reminded of the unbearable and crushing circumstances of your life that you just train wrecked to come along and do nothing in Canberra for an interminable period of time. So go on, bro.
I am, you are, we are Australian. That's right. But we are many, and from all the lands on earth we come. And you, we share our dream, and sing with one voice. I am, you are, we are Australian. I am, you are, we are Australian. Right, no one break any back. Very careful.
Okay, well, that's that. I mean, thank you to the anti-lockdown movement for doing late stage, top tier, corny things. So I got an opportunity at this late stage to once more explain a Debordian perspective on the conspiracist movement here. And hey, thank you to you for watching. Hey, if you like it when people use 1960s Marxist socio-political critique to add a facade of significance to what would otherwise be a plain react video to dumb kook shit, then please hit me up at patreon.com/TomTanuki. I use your money to get the time and the resources to make better shit like this